Hey, folks, comedy. We're really doing it. I'm gay. He's homeless. Whip it up.
Why am I doing this?
And make sure you go and you like and subscribe and you check out all of his other, fan favorite of Liz Furioni.
The Stand put us on. Thank you to the Stand. Great comedians coming up next, but
It's Comedians Opening Cards, No Coffee at the Stand Friday night with
Erin Lipski.
L.
Lips like your mouth, skis like your feet.
Skis, plural.
Ski, just one.
Oh, ski, singular.
Oh, now
okay.
you fucked my whole thing.
Why?
Lipski.
Right. Feet. You said feet though, like on your feet, not on your feet.
I should say foot. You taught me a lesson already.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay. And how long you been doing comedy?
It'll be 6 years in July.
But you're probably almost maybe more known, at least to me, as being like a freaking like almost, I don't know, like celebrity, like
A loving super fan. You
yeah,
can say
exactly.
the word, I'll
yes,
take it.
yeah.
I'll take
Attell
it.
calls me a super fan also, so that's cool. 2 super fans. Okay, so you know the game. You've been in the background of a few shows. You were on the background, and interestingly, because you've known him probably for such. You were in the background of T.J. Miller's.
Yes.
And actually, not just the background. You actually make comments and stuff. So.
One of my favorite human people.
Yeah,
I love him.
He's freaking cool.
And his wife.
Why we're right. She's
Kate
an artist.
is great.
And stuff. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I never met her, but yeah. I don't
You
think.
will soon. I'll introduce you.
Awesome. Yeah,
You'll love
they're
her.
freaking great. Yeah. Okay, so we can freaking comedy nerds. We could actually
This
talk
is
that all
the
night.
thing, because I've thought so much about what I would pick, and
Right.
now I have to pick.
Right, and there's not always the same selection too. So and there's certainly less now than.
I am leaning towards the SNL. Not shockingly,
Yeah.
I was an old school SNL fan.
It's only been open like one time. Jeremiah Watkins opened.
Really?
Yes.
I think part of the reason I want to open that one is because I'm curious which SNL it'll be. Will it be the era I love or an era unexpected? But every time I've seen people skip past Desert Storm, I've been tempted for that because
Right.
I hate Desert Storm.
Right.
But
But you love storms and
curious.
deserts.
But I'm curious.
Right.
21 Jump Street would be a good shout out to Big J and Ari.
Big J opened 21 Drum Street, and he was the very first person to do the podcast.
Did he get anybody good on his? Do you remember? Did he get anybody good?
Yeah, it was so fun because he did it first, and I actually just had those cards for him. I didn't give him the stuff. I was like, hey, I think this one might work because I know you did this stuff with Soda and Ari. And,
Amazing show. Loved it.
And it was so his hand like holding of card was perfect. The way he like turned one thing to the other, and then he knew a fact about he was like Dom DeLuise's brother. But he just went fact. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
media training.
And he was wearing camouflage makeup that day for the show for the Skank show. So it was wacky. So I go comedians opening cards, and at that time it was going to be getting coffee, and he goes wearing camouflage. He added another fucking C, and I didn't even catch it when he did it. Only after, and then I was like, because he's so fucking
He's
fast.
brilliant. I mean, it's brilliant,
It's like doing this with what I did with Soda. It's like you guys are just so many
No
levels.
one beats Jay's level, and when I come here just for random comedy shows that have nothing to do with Jay,
Right.
and I still go to these shows,
And just hanging out.
and I ask comedy fans, who's your favorite?
Yeah.
You expect Chappelle. That's the obvious answer. So many people
back
say
in the
Big
day.
J.
Yeah.
They said, I made a comedy trip to come see Big J.
Yeah.
Specifically. There's so much love for him out there. Like, well earned. Yeah.
Right.
Phenomenal. Good heart. One Direction, that's new school.
Patrice O'Neill at one
I've heard of that
time.
guy.
At one time, on an early pod, said that Big J was his number 3 comic in New York.
Who was his 1 and 2?
1 was Attell,
That's a given.
2 was Colin Quinn. Number 5 at the time was Billy Burr.
Which one?
Now when I was like, fuck, I heard that, and so I told Big J last time I saw him. He instantly knew what I was talking about. He talked about how fucking, like that changed things in a way, and also he knew the real full quote that he was like, well, third with potential because of potential. He's like, he had that, you know what I mean? Like,
I have a
was
related story
hilarious.
to that. I once got extremely drunk my first time ever meeting Big J. I got so drunk I didn't technically even meet him because I was just throwing up drunk. And at the end of the night, the one thing I managed to say to him is, "Oh yeah, I just fucked up my best chance to meet my second favorite comedian after Ari Shaffir."
Right?
And months later, if not a year or so later, Big J, Ari Shaffir, and Dan Soder and I were telling this story, and quick as a whip, as soon as I said the part about second favorite comedian after Ari Shaffir, Jay, quick as a whip, just goes, "Hey Soder, how does it feel to be Erin's third favorite comedian?"
Oh, that's fucking perfect. Yeah, exactly.
He's just,
it's so amazing.
born for it. So I am going for SNL because I am a comedy fan. So it only stands to reason.
It's weird because I think because of the color, the scheme, people don't see this as much. I think if they made a better graphic, people might open it more often.
So I'm gonna look at the graphic alone, and I'm gonna see that it says Wayne's World, and I'm gonna guess that's what, like 90. What is that, like 94 around?
It'll say probably on
So
the
we're
back
gonna
too.
get Mike Myers. We're gonna get Dana Carvey. A good chance for Chris Rock here. Maybe early Sandler in this era.
That's exactly how
Farley will be gone by
Jeremiah
this
started.
point. Yeah.
He did the exact same thing. Let me look at the thing, and then he said the thing, and then he said, here's who we're gonna get. He did the exact same thing. That's
The
hilarious.
first time I met Jeremiah Watkins, he had one of the I believe it was number 3, if not number 1 comedy albums on the charts.
Yeah.
So when I
Was
saw
that the
him,
not the daddy one. You would have met him.
no, it was it might have been Baby Boys, and I gave him my favorite comedy album vinyl the next day, which was the Jonathan Winters album.
Oh.
But I didn't stop to think that it's very annoying that I give him something else he would have to fly back home to LA. So Jeremiah, if you see this, I'm so sorry. All right, let's start backwards because I did it wrong.
There's no wrong or right.
Off the bat, we get Dan Aykroyd's hands. I feel a little cheated.
Okay, so it seems like this pack will work, like there'll be...
Old school.
No, it'll be a mix. There'll be the things from like the time, and then they throw in some old school ones. Now, you might not know, this was such a classic, the Bass-O-Matic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, how do you feel just by getting a Bass-O-Matic card? As far as from SNL, this is like from those days. This started the whole commercial like thing that they did forever, was making commercial
Can
parodies.
I point out, if we can zoom in a little on this, it looks like AI made his fingers. Look at that, he's got 3 fingers on one hand. What if all this time Dan Aykroyd, the reason he's kind of a little bit of a jerk is because he only has 3 fingers on one hand?
Well, he's totally OCD. I mean,
no, he's a sweet guy. He apparently has a really good vodka. Have you tried it?
It has a skull or something.
Yes.
I don't drink hard stuff.
My dad he stopped drinking, but he kept that because it looks so cool.
Yeah, well, that's the whole idea. Is you have that. You make a cool
Stranger.
freaking. You make a cool freaking.
You
thing.
should be doing one of these by now.
I know what the fuck is going on.
Look at this
We're opening
celebrity.
cards.
Hey,
Old school card packs based on different cultural stuff, and he does it with different comics, and he tapes them and pops them up. And I just opened an old school SNL pack that features.
Stuart Smalley.
Oh right,
Gosh
yes.
darn it, I like myself. This happened the moment you walked out to remind you that you're amazing. You should love yourself.
I'm good enough.
King of Harlem. The King of Harlem just made a guest appearance. You gotta open one of these. You should do one after me.
You can do it right now.
Oh shit, look what I just got next. This is a good one.
I mean, I don't know that sketch. Though.
What does it
I don't
say?
know that
It's
sketch.
Fab Five Fabulous though.
I don't know that sketch. I don't know that sketch.
I don't know it either.
I don't even need to
That's
know
a
it. It's
deep
Chris
cut.
Rock.
That's a deep cut.
Okay, here we go.
Chris Rock
Live
and
from the
Chris
Marcy
Waller.
Project.
I know the two Chris.
Live from the Marcy
I think I
Project.
remember that one.
I'm chilling. Welcome to I'm Chillin', the most improper hip hopper show on TV. I'm your host. I can't even read that shit.
Don't ask me because I got bad eyes. Don't ask me.
Yeah.
I'm blind.
Yeah.
Sitting by my side is my
Did I
man
hear you,
Tuscan Sam.
Yeah.
My strawberry jam, my can of spam. Making big fat yam. What? I don't even know what that means.
I never seen that
His
shit.
name ain't Pam.
Getting rhymes.
I don't know, but it's Chris Rock and Chris
Back in the
Farley.
eye.
And I love them both.
David Attell is the only other person to open Back in the eye.
Look what I got. Cone head.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
classic black and white. What is it? It wasn't black and white. Did they do a black and white?
No, it wasn't.
I don't remember.
Maybe they had one that was, but no, I never seen it.
To make like
movie was
full-time
good.
TV or something.
People underestimate that movie. I hope this is the band. No. The original cast.
The original cast.
Did you see that movie Saturday Night?
that's a
They
great-
made
No,
it?
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it.
It was very good. Very good. Highly recommend. Alright, what do we got next? Wild stuff.
Phil Hartman is Ed McMahon and what was that? Dana Carvey is Johnny Carson. Classic.
Yes, and
Classic.
because of one of the jokes that Carvey made about
Eddie Murphy?
No, Carvey made a joke as Carson on this show, and Carson got pissed about it.
Yep.
And yeah, I can't remember the
Real
full story, but I
mad,
remember
real
it
mad.
really fucking pissed him
So,
off.
tell me this. If you're doing your SNL audition, who are your two impersonations? Because you're supposed to do original stuff and a celebrity impersonation. So who would be yours, sir?
Impersonation of anybody or SNL cast?
Anybody that you think would get you that audition.
I've never been. Wow, that's a tough one.
He's too good at being himself.
That's a tough one. Let's come back to that.
Fair.
Let's circle back to that. But can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I was such a huge Phil Hartman fan as a kid.
Right. Oh my God.
Like, I was a huge Phil Hartman fan. When I found out his wife killed him, I cried.
Wild.
Crazy.
That shit was
No,
insane.
when I
still
found
remember
out
that shit.
when I found out that Robin Williams died, I cried for 3 hours. Then I finally recovered, and then I realized it would make Billy Crystal sad, so I cried for another hour because I felt so bad for Billy Crystal.
Empathy. We need more empathy in the country. What is this?
Belushi as Joe Cocker.
Wow.
Oh yeah, classic.
This is a very good class. I
It's
love
a good.
it.
Yeah, it's a good pack.
And
You got good cards, too.
finally,
You got a lot of classics.
finally, one of our greatest presidents, Richard Nixon, that got us out of Vietnam. Thank you for saving my dad's life and bringing me here today. God
Wait,
bless
wait.
Richard Nixon.
That's Richard Nixon.
That's a good man. That's not the real Rich.
Who was that playing Richard Nixon? That's what I'm saying.
It might say in the back.
It doesn't even tell us. Oh, Aykroyd.
Yeah, of course, Aykroyd. Yeah.
That makes sense.
And fun fact, Aykroyd's vodka is actually very good.
Bam.
The Skullhead vodka.
Hold on, wait a second. Sit down. Sit down. You gotta do your pack now. We're gonna do a double episode. Now, first off, you have to introduce
You gotta
yourself.
sign one.
You gotta introduce yourself to the audience while I sign my card.
And the cars are all good.
No more cars, baby.
I truly don't know what I just experienced.
Comedians opening cards, no coffee.
You're like Nardwar for cards.
Wait.
He goes, wait a minute.
That's been and do to the lutu.
Yes.
Do to that's
I said that. That's
And this will end it because I want to get this out there.
I said I was too busy banging a chick.
It was nice to see you have more time. What?